So here's the thing, okay? Let me explain what fucking happened here, because it is, and I shouldn't even blow air into it. I already did too much on Twitter.
That's your problem.
But the reality is this, okay? I'm not going to lose fans because these people are making up the fact that I'm a Proud Boy. Anybody who would even give a fuck that if I was a Proud Boy, anybody who would give a fuck is never going to like me.
Sure.
The type of comedy that I do, we say offensive things, we say fucked up jokes, we make jokes about race, sex, rape, fucking literally any subject you can make a joke about on a show like Legion of Skanks or even this show. We go there and we try to go there and we go above and beyond. So I'm not losing fans there. So in my mind, I was like, well, do I ignore this? Which seems like I'm like, well, why is he ignoring it? Like, I don't need to fucking ignore anything. I also speak on podcasts for 10 hours a week. So for me to ignore something when I typically don't ignore things, it was, it just seemed out of character. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I'll talk about it. Who gives a shit? I don't really, like, I've nothing to fucking, it's nothing to hide. It's not even like anybody who just does 10 seconds of due diligence goes, oh yeah, that's stupid. That's not true at all. And that's sort of the point, which is the irresponsibility of people. This group, I don't even know if it's not even a group. It's a Twitter account. I'm not even going to give the name of the Twitter account. Because they're all just trying to fucking chase clout. That's why they would choose comedians. You know what I'm saying? There are actual Nazis on the internet.
Yeah.
They're out there. There's real racists. There are fucking groups of people. There are podcasts. They are legitimately saying white people are better than brown people. We should have an ethno state, and fuck it. That exists. Go after them. I'm not arguing with you. I don't have fun. That's not my fucking world. I'm not dying on that hill.
Sure.
Right? So this Antifa Twitter account, I guess, I don't know where they got wind of this. Maybe it was Seth Simons. I don't really know the origin, but I think Seth included this in one of his hit pieces back in the day. I was featured on a Proud Boys website right after the Ryan O'Neal fight. And the story of that was there's a guy named Paul who was a Proud Boy. I've known him for a little while. He used to show up to like Legion of Skanks when we were on Compound Media. I think he was a big Gavin fan, and then he ended up working with Milo, I believe. But he was the guy who ran this Proud Boys chapter website, whatever it was. So after my Ryan O'Neal fight, these guys are just fans of ours. He posts a blog, Proud Boy of the Week, Luis J. Gomez, and features me as the Proud Boy of the Week, and talks about the fight. And he's like, he even represented the Proud Boys and wore their colors, which was black and yellow. So this goes up there. I see this, and I'm like, dude, you got to take that down.
Yeah,
what are you doing? I was like, you can't fucking just go and post that I'm Proud Boy of the Week. I was like, I know from your perspective, you guys are a drinking club and that you're being funny. And it started off on Compound Media. You understand, we were there. When Gavin came on Compound Media, it started off as this fucking joke.
I remember, it was like, oh, well, I'm a Proud Boy. Like, it was like that.
You don't jerk off.
It was absurdity.
They jumped each other in by punching each other in the arm while they ate fucking Cheerios or something. I have no idea, okay? It was very, very silly. But what it since has been...
Dante was in it.
Yes.
Dante has like a Proud neck tattoo.
Proud Boy neck tattoo, yeah. Now,
and he was
one of the people who started it. It was male chauvinist club. The idea was that they were for traditional American values. It was kind of a dudes drinking club. Sure. And they were sort of misogynists, and that's the type of humor they would have. And once Trump got into office and these rallies started coming out, what the Proud Boys, a lot of the chapters and a lot of the groups started doing was they started to... come out and counter-protest the Antifa protesters. Yeah. And it became this whole thing where these Antifa far-left guys, these Proud Boy far-right guys were clashing, and they were getting into violent fights and throwing bottles at each other and hitting each other with bike chains. And guess what? Have fun, kids.
Yeah.
Go beat each other up. If you give a fuck that much about politics and Trump and Biden and Hillary, go fuck. I literally hope you beat each other until you can't fucking think anymore, okay? Because who fucking cares that much? I got a kid. I'm not showing up at a fucking rally to go fight for some fucking motherfucker who doesn't care about me.
Doesn't even know you.
On either side, okay? This is both sides. They're all stupid. And I'm not saying that I don't like anybody who's in the Proud Boys or anybody who's in Antifa. Let me make that clear. I don't really give a fuck if you show up at a Legion of Skanks show and you're wearing a Proud Boys t-shirt or a hat or an Antifa t-shirt or a hat and you're laughing and going, yeah, this is great. I'm cool with you. Let's smoke a fucking blunt. Who cares? I don't give a fuck at all. So this is the origin story. But I tell the guy, I was like, dude, it's no longer that you guys are just a drinking club. You guys have become, at the very least, debatably a political sort of associated club.
Yeah.
You're a group. It's
And
more
it's associated with violence.
and being associated with violence. Now, whether that's fair or unfair, I don't know the details on all of those. I know that they went to court. Whether that's fair or unfair, that remains to be seen. I don't fucking care. It's really none of my business.
That's at least a public perception. Like, some people would go like, they're a little,
You have
they have
to,
skewed views
if
and they're
you're a fucking
violent.
fan of mine, this is why I'm annoyed with the Proud Boy who did this. Because if you're a fan of mine, you should know that the shadow that casts on somebody, and you know that the way the media is right now, and you should have a little bit of sense to go like, oh, I'm not going to just call somebody the Proud Boy of the Week, put that in print, because something like this happens. Specifically, something like this happens. Now, luckily, it's just this dumb Twitter account with a few thousand Twitter followers. I've got nothing's boiled over. We've gotten no emails to the network, sponsors, none of that. It's the same exact Twitter account that went after us when we had Milo on Legion of Skanks initially. So I already knew the extent of what they do. They try to scare you and go like, "Oh, look, here's his hometown." What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna first of all, I live in New Jersey. There's Trump fucking flags all over my hometown. If they found out I wasn't just some spick, that I was a fucking Trump supporting Proud Boy, they'd be happy.
Yeah.
My neighbors would literally be happy. Okay, but so they post this. Shannon, pull up some of the tweets that they posted. So this is the original one. Tonight, everyone can say hello to one of the Proud Boys' worst kept secrets. Say hello to the Legion of Skanks comedian, violent fascist.
I love comedian in quotations too. Like, that's, to me, that would be the most offensive thing out of all of this.
And fourth degree Proud Boy, Luis J. Gomez of Belmead, New Jersey. First of all, I don't live in Belmead, New Jersey. I feel bad for some Luis Gomez that's going to get a fucking milkshake through
What are
his
you
window.
doing, Holmes?
No, I swear. So keep on going. Lewis actually did everyone a bit of a favor back in 2013.
Wait, hold on. I'm still thinking about some poor Mexican guy
Getting beat
and I'm
up.
like, why you do this? Because you love Trump. Trump is no bueno.
There's not a need to detail a 50 tweet thread of Lewis's racist remarks, because when he tells you he's supremely racist, just take Lewis
And they're quoting
for
a
his
tweet
word.
from 2013.
Wait, what
That's
does it say?
insane.
What does the tweet say? New hammer fisting is up now. The world premiere of Real Ass Dude, the song. Mildly racist. I like your Twitter handle. Haha, I'm supremely racist. I mean, what a weird tweet. I have so many more racist things that I've said.
I know.
Keep on going. Let's see. Lewis is part of Legion of Skanks along with Shane Gillis and Big Jokerson. I mean, this just shows you who you're dealing with. They don't even do. Just read the bio of the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Shane's not on the podcast. Okay. Remember in 2019 when Miley-Annapolis was canceled from a venue in New York City, yet still managed to sneak into a studio to share his terrible views. Blah, blah, blah. Keep going. Another thing, Lewis is super violent. Here's a tweet to Proud Boys leader Gavin McGinnis and several others from July 9th, 2018, recording episode 370 of Legion of Skanks. The video is next. Contact warning. Okay,
Is
so
this the microphone?
yeah. So I'll talk about what this is. So and I've talked about this a million times as well. There was a guy who showed up at the Creek in the Cave. I don't know if he knew that Legion of Skanks was going to be there that night. We had Danny Tamborelli, Little Pete from Pete and Pete
Sure.
on the show, the guest. The very, very offensive Little Pete from Pete and Pete.
Yeah, the politically charged. Pete.
So we're doing a fucking bit, and whatever it is, we make some racist jokes or whatever. I don't remember what the jokes were, but this guy gets up, grabs the microphone from Little Pete, and starts talking about it. It's like, yeah, fucking, you guys are telling racist jokes. You got a Proud Boy in the audience. And I guess there was a guy with a Proud Boy shirt in the audience. I wasn't even listening to the fucking words this guy was saying. I saw a guy get up, grab a microphone from my guest, and I fucking charged the guy.
Yeah.
And I told him I'd beat his fucking ass if he ever grabbed a microphone.
The other night?
No, this is like
this
a
is
year or
years
two
ago,
ago,
yeah.
maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I would do that again. Let me tell you something, okay? There are fucking crazy people in the world. There are mass shooters. There have been people that have been on stage that have been killed while on stage. Think of Dimebag Darrell, or you think of what was another shooting that happened with somebody on stage? We talked about it. Regardless, this shit fucking happens.
When you say you beat his ass, what'd you do?
I didn't beat his ass. I literally threatened him. I yelled at him and told him I was going to fucking beat his ass.
Okay.
People got in between us. He fucking ran away like a coward, and that was that. Yeah, if you approach a fucking stage, I don't give a shit what your political affiliations are. It could have been Donald Trump. If Donald Trump approached the stage and grabbed the mic, well, I would have let him speak.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a good moment for the show. It would have been a great moment for the show. I got to be honest with you. But no, I mean, if you,
Of course.
if you,
You're not looking at it as a political. What you did was not politicized. You
if
went,
the
this
Proud
fucking
Boy
guy-
would have gotten up and grabbed
would've
the
grabbed him,
microphone,
yeah.
I would have done the same exact
know.
fucking thing.
You're arguing. The thing is, you're arguing with people who put politics first. They're politically charged. They go, this guy's politics are this, and you're not even ever thinking about politics.
But what they're doing is they're trying to match all these things to create this narrative, and you go like, well, just do 1 second of research. Just take a second. If you're going to post it, and your whole point of this is that you want to hurt and destroy platform and deplatform people that are doing these things, just have a little bit of responsibility. I mean, for a second and say, all right, I'm going to see who's actually on the podcast. Why would you start posting things and she shows his ass or she shows her ass or whatever it is when they do that and they go and post it and they don't even consider the fact that there's details that they're leaving out and they don't even care. No. They go, hey, all right, fuck it.
Because they got the clicks. They got the shares.
Who gives a shit? So the other thing was they posted about my tattoo. Which, I mean, it's so funny. It's literally funny. They just pick it. They go, you know what? We're just going to say that is a 4th degree Proud Boy tattoo. I don't even know if Proud Boys have degrees like that. I have no idea.
Which is ridiculous because the tattoo is actually that you're always the 4th funniest person on every
That
podcast.
is very true. They post the tattoo. This account posts the tattoo with the caption that says what it is. It's a double pendulum. It's not even a number 4. It's a double pendulum, which represents chaos theory. Yes, it's fucking douchey. I know. Good. Okay.
When did you get it?
I got it, whatever that picture was posted. October.
Like recently?
22 weeks ago.
22 weeks ago.
Okay, 6 months ago.
Yeah, I got it last summer. That's right. Yeah, so they said that I got it to celebrate me becoming a 4th degree Proud Boy. When it says in the caption that they screenshotted what it is, it specifically says what the tattoo is. So the point is, it's almost like, how do you? I don't give a fuck that some dumb Twitter people will go, oh, this guy's a fucking Proud Boy. My problem ends up being when comics jump on the narrative. Of course, fucking Jake Flores jumps on the narrative. Of course he does.
It's pretty insane. I always used to think, I never thought you were, obviously you're not the victim in that, but
Of
like,
course.
I don't want to say victim, but like, I always thought, I'm like, well, Luis, that's the character Luis is. But then to see after the years of him just going, it's insane.
He's a crazy person.
I
be
literally,
honest
over
with
the
you?
past 2 months, I go, I think that guy might be insane.
Yesterday, his feed, just looking at it, how much he kept tweeting you guys, I was like, oh, I think he's having a mental breakdown.
He's a crazy person.
Yeah, I think he's become unhinged. But just from outside looking in, I've never met the fucking guy.
It's a mental episode.
I don't want to meet the guy. I don't care. I have anything. But
If you took out all the politics out of the situation, if one man
tweeted somebody that much,
tweeted another man that much in the day,
Yep.
you have a mental problem.
He's a fucking crazy person. And he has this obsession with me and the Legion of Skanks. And, I don't know what else to do except for punk him like a bitch every time I see him. I don't know what else to do. There's no who talks that much shit. And then, like I said, the Belle Meade, so he changed his profile to Antifa of Belle Meade, New Jersey.
what a fucking dork.
Now, like I said, it's not even my hometown.
Kind of funny, but
Even if it was my hometown, like, I mean, so what are you really mocking, Jake? So this is the point. This is why I don't like the guy, and this is why I had a problem with him last time. So you're mocking that maybe I do live there, and that maybe somebody's gonna see me and my kid out walking around my hometown and fucking start a fight with me?
Yeah.
Is that sort of what?
What are you alluding to?
And the other thing is, like, that it's not true, right? You absolutely know it's not true. You know that it's made up. Why would you be so willing to be wrong? Just to fucking
He
get at
posted
somebody?
about your tattoo. He said that you wore the Proud Boy colors. It's like, motherfucker, by that logic, the fucking Steelers are Proud Boys.
Yeah, no, my sponsor was Smoked Honey.
And that was
their colors of
Yeah.
their fucking company logo.
Yeah.
It was simple as that. Guess what? This year it's green and white because Yo Kratom is my sponsor, and that's that.
And then next year when they're not when they're not legal anymore,
After you burn that bridge.
or like he posted about your tattoo, and then you're like, that's not what it is, and he could go, oh yeah, you know what? I was wrong.
Yeah, so when he posted I'm a Proud Boy, and then other comics are commenting on his post, being like, oh, I found out Luis is a Proud Boy. And other comics being like, oh shit, is this true? Instead of just being like, no, it's not, but I'm just fucking with him. he'll ignore it, and you go like, okay, well, I mean, dude, it's fine. But you know how charged that is.
Sure.
You know what's going on there. You know how charged it is. You know how fucking divisive people are right now. So they don't have any ethics. That's the thing. I would rather just be fucking right and have a little bit of ethics. I don't need to make shit up about these fucking people. I don't know if he actually fucked a retarded chick. That's a rumor. Okay, I don't actually know.
Did you make that up?
No, I didn't make that up. I guess Cumtown, they talked about how he fucked a retarded chick after a show where they deleted his name from it, but everyone knows it was him.
Okay.
But I don't know that, right? So typically I'm not going out and just spreading that fucking rumor. I've responded with that. I even feel bad for that because I want to be consistent. I don't want to fucking be a hypocrite, right? And I don't actually know what the fuck happened there.
And let's not be mean. Tokyo's here. There's nothing wrong with fucking retarded chicks.
But yeah, the cum eating thing. Yeah, he did that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
He eats his own cum on camera.
Dude, to publicly call somebody out and then to have actual footage of you eating your own cum. It's like it's more insane than Trump getting dying of coronavirus.
Dude, it's like
that's insane
it's a
behavior.
South Park level of hilarious.
Yes.
Like that would happen on not on a sitcom, on South Park.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, him, Seth Simons, I mean, all these people, they sort of jump in this narrative. I'm going like, you're living in this world of, it's not even a real thing. So what do you hate me or do you hate this image of me that you guys are projecting?
It's not you.
He loves you, obviously.
Yeah. It's not you. You're this vehicle for them to get likes and retweets, and you respond back. So then, what does fucking Seth Simon do or Jake Flores do that gets them as much social media interaction than coming at you? Absolutely not. They don't care if it's positive or negative. They're going, well, my side will like this and retweet it, and his side will call me a stupid fucking cum eater, and it doesn't matter because they're getting the endorphin drip. That's all they care about.
It's just a crazy sort of like thing, right? And they want to...
Well, I don't think it's you that they don't like. I think it's something you represent. I think it was some guy in high school.
They hate the Proud Boys.
In middle school, something that they hated every day.
I also don't think...
now you're, to them, the grown-up version of that guy.
And also, I don't think I was the guy that they think I was in middle school or high school.
I've seen pictures of you in middle... Dude, you were a fucking weird dude.
I was a fat goth kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't... I think that they see this... I mean, whatever it is, and I almost go like, guys, I've extended the olive branch, 100 times. Like, just do a second of research. You'll know that I don't support Trump. You'll know that I'm not a right winger. You know that I don't give a fuck about politics. So what do you hate? You're going like, I fucking hate these guys. They're Trump supporters. They're right wingers. They're Proud Boys. Like, well, if none of that's true, where does the fucking passion come from?
Where does it fall? Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I only hate you because you hate me.
Yeah.
The only reason, it's not because your politics. It's not because you're against Trump. You're not, dude. I don't give a fuck at all. Okay, Yamanika, I play Fortnite with her. We were on last night. Me, her, and Mateo, one of the most hilarious fucking combinations of people.
Yeah.
And we look at the world so differently, but we don't care. We're playing Fortnite. We're building shit and shooting fucking people, and that's that.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to, I don't know, people have to disconnect from the fucking side that they're on for a minute. And then you realize that there's a lot of people out there that aren't against you. You sort of create these people that are against you. Also, none of my fan base was talking about the Proud Boys yesterday or the day before yesterday. Nobody gives a fuck, but now you're getting people intrigued. Now you're getting people like Trump mentions it in the debate, and then fucking it's a big narrative on Twitter and social media. Everyone's talking about Proud Boys, Proud Boys, Proud Boys. The other side, the people that are on the left, you guys are pushing people into that because what happens is they start to look into it, and then they go, oh, the Proud Boys aren't white supremacists. A lot of them are black and Hispanic and Asian. It's like,
yeah. What's also, you get called a white supremacist. What's when you say, oh, I'm fucking Latino? Is that like a white guy saying like I'm not racist, my best friend's black? I don't understand.
Latino is on the cusp of becoming the new white. So the same way Italians used to be considered fucking dirty darkies.
Used to.
Yeah, well, but Italians for the most part are whites now, right? The people most people consider them white. Yeah. But I think fucking 50 years ago it was like a fucking Italian, that fucking mudblood fucking Guinea. Like I'm telling people.
No, I know. Yeah, they were they were discriminated against.
So I think Hispanics are going to be pushed into that category of being Caucasian or being white. That's part of it. But let me make this as clear as well. And by the way, I'm not even fucking defending the Proud Boys. I'm annoyed with one particular Proud Boy who put my fucking name on a website calling me a Proud Boy. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm not defending them, but...
And if you take away the chauvinist thing, everything they are. It's an adult fraternity. It's douchey.
Yeah, I'm not a part of any fucking group as it is.
It's for people that can't make friends as grown-ups.
I wouldn't join a softball team because that's gay as fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
what do you want me to say? So regardless, and like I said, I'm not going to shit on them, but I'm not defending them. But what I'll say is this: you can't ascribe white supremacists, racists. You can't just do that and go, "Sorry, you are." People that are white supremacists, they're not. It's not behind closed doors going like.
Sure.
White people are better. By the way, that's most fucking white people.
Yeah.
If you fucking just were to get into every white person's head behind closed
Come to my
doors.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they all think white people are better. They think white people are fucking supreme. What are you talking about? You think white people are supreme, and that's why you have such a fucking thing about it. In your mind, you put white people on a higher level than brown people and black people, and that's why you feel like you need to fight it, but you're fighting your fucking self, okay? But I don't even remember why I got there. It's a good point. It's a great point. But to call somebody a white supremacist when they're simply going, no, we're not white supremacists. We denounce white supremacy. We think that's wrong. And then still to go, nope, sorry, you are. It's just there's no logic there. You can't get me there, right? I can't fucking wrap my mind around that and go like, okay, let's be on the side with those people. That little thing right there should really shut people down and go like, you know what? I can't side with people who are just being completely dishonest and just using charged words and trying to weaponize them. It's fucking crazy, dude. The guy who runs the Proud Boys, when he was on the news with that fucking reporter and she's trying to like trash him.
I saw that. Yeah.
He's coming across as very calm, cool, and collected. He's like, no, that's not what it is at all.
And you see her like lying. She's like, I didn't say that. I said this. He's like, no, you. Yeah.
She's getting upset and overworked and fucking. It's all emotion, and you're like, dude, step the fuck back and just fucking stop being so emotional. Why? I mean, dude, after the debates, I was watching them on CNN. And just flipping back and forth between Fox News and CNN to seeing the reactions to the debates right afterwards. It was very interesting just to watch CNN being like, that was abysmal. The president is an embarrassment. They should never debate again. Jake Tapper almost crying like, it was wild.
Yeah.
And they switch over to Fox News and they're like, that's how you do it. Go get him, champ.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. The whole thing was crazy. But they ascribe racist, Nazi, now Proud Boy, and they throw it at you. And most people, they don't want to get in the middle, and they don't want to be seen defending a Proud Boy, even if they know it's not true, so they stay out of it.
Because then the gun's pointed at them.
That is cancel culture right there.
Yeah.
That is it right there. Because the reason why it doesn't affect me is because all of my friends, look, my fans, friends, people that listen to this show, business associates, sponsors, luckily, they all know me.
Yeah.
They all like you're not convincing my fan base that I have these secrets that I'm
Also,
not fucking.
what have you ever done
Honestly,
that's been secret ever?
Yeah,
That you're such a media whore that you would have a Proud Boys podcast to tap into that market.
I would be.
He's like, I can monetize
I'd
this.
be
Let's
bragging
go.
that Trump mentioned my group.
100%.
So
when I saw that, I was like, oh, cool. This is just another week. Like, it seems like that stuff happens to you all the time because you're at that level where there's a lot of crazy people that just kind of rear their
every
heads.
6 months or so, and luckily there's people that are way more famous, like Joe Rogan. He takes the brunt of it, so they go after him, and they don't even sink their teeth into him well enough, and they try, and he ignores it, and he moves on, and then they move on to the next thing. So I think just in general, people that see it, it's a little more eye rolly. And they go, he's got a Proud Boy tattoo. And then they look at it and they go, just for 1 second, they go like, oh, it's not. And that discredits, it should discredit everything they fucking do.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It should. It should completely discredit everything they do. But, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about it. I mean, that's what happened. It hasn't really spilled over into anything else beyond that Twitter account that blocked me. So it's like, it got like people sent me DMs of it. I'm like, it's not even fucking.
It's not. It didn't
they're not even good at fucking picking up traction on these things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because people also see a Hispanic guy. Like I'm dark skinned Hispanic, or I look darker. So they're like, that guy's a white supremacist. And they sort of shake their Luis J. Gomez.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense on any level.
Yeah.